Just want to take a few minutes. I mentioned while I was painting the boards about the mountain property. So I just want to talk about the mountain property a little bit and maybe even talk about what exactly is Four Pines. Well, Four Pines, pine tree is my favorite tree. I love them. Couldn't tell you why. I guess because they grow tall and I love the green. I love a nice big tall pine tree. The number 4 represents our children. We have 4 wonderful children, 2 girls, 2 boys. We still have 1 in high school. Our 3 oldest are on their way. Our oldest daughter, she is very established, her and her husband. They've given us 2 beautiful grandchildren, grandson and granddaughter. Our oldest son, he's a pipe fitter. Our oldest daughter is in the medical field. Our oldest son is a welder, a pipe fitter. He has a beautiful son. Our youngest son is also a welder. And then our youngest daughter, she will be graduating high school next year, and she will be going to college, hopefully. And so, Four Pines. Pine tree is my favorite tree, and we have 4 beautiful children, and so I just named it Four Pines. Now the mountain property, it's about 3 hours from us. It is up in the mountains. The first time I bought it, sight unseen. I seen some pictures and was very fortunate to talk to someone that lived on the other properties, and answered a lot of my questions. It's definitely on a mountain. The first time that we went to see it, my wife was looking at the map and she was like, it keeps telling us that we're going to turn right. And she was saying, the only thing to my right is a huge drop off. And I told her, I said, well, I guess we'll see when we get to the top of this mountain. And, we've seen the property. It's a little bit off by itself. It has a huge forest behind it that's privately owned. There's really nobody around us. It's a very secluded 3 acres. It's nothing huge, but the property is more of an investment. Not so much for our future, but the future of our grandchildren. And this won't be the last piece of property that we purchase. There is another piece of property up there that if it ever came available, I would definitely jump on it. And when I say investment, I would really like to build a 100% off-grid, solar-powered Airbnb. With solar power. Either having water hauled in or rain collection. Because some of the things I've seen on Airbnb, people will stay anywhere. And something, it'll be something for us to enjoy as well. The grandkids, maybe even our kids will come up there occasionally, but it's an investment for us. My wife has already said she will not live up there full time, but I can see us spending a lot of time fall and winter there. Once we get our cabin built, plan what we want to do with this property, talk to our children about this property, because ultimately, once I'm gone and my wife is gone, it will be their responsibility, and then it will be the responsibility of the grandchildren. And hopefully, we do have one or two more properties. I am very intrigued by off-grid living, not being tied down to the man, so to speak. We've met a couple of people that are, that live up there full time, and it's a very, very simple way of life. It's very interesting. If I could, I would leave tomorrow and I would live up there. There's no doubt. My heritage is from Eastern Kentucky, the Appalachian Mountains. My father's side, my grandfather was a coal miner. My great uncles were coal miners until after the war. Grandpa came back and coal mined for a little bit, and then they moved. So, but yes, the mountains. I have a little bit of mountain blood in me, because that's where half of my family comes from. And I think the mountains are beautiful. It amazes me. The mountains amaze me. It's wild. It's untamed. I'm deathly scared of snakes. So why in the hell I'd want to purchase a mountain property with timber rattlers and copperheads? I have no idea. But I just wanted to share a little bit about the mountain property, because we're going to be talking about it. Hopefully we're going to be going down there and doing a little bit, maybe once a month, once every other month. The neighbor across the road, the mountain people will help you. I've talked to him, and I said, hey, you need firewood? He said, I sure do. And I said, well, you clear this spot right here, you can have all the firewood you want. And there was a little building up there, and I talked to some people that lived a couple mountains over through Facebook, and I said, hey, there's a perfectly good building. I will never use it. Go take a look at it, and if you can take it down, you can't just pick it up and move it. You have to take it apart. You can have it. And they were grateful, just like the guy across the street was grateful for the wood. The people were grateful for this building. It's more of a sense of community. The off-grid community, from what I've seen on, talking to people and social media, it is a community. It's more of a community. I have neighbors on my street that I have never spoken to. Everybody stays to theirself, but it just seems like in the off-grid community in the mountains, they help each other. They look out for each other. It's wonderful. It's wonderful is what it is. It's what we all should try to be, is a little bit more like mountain people. But I just wanted to jump on here and share it with you, and I hope you guys have watched this. And we look forward to sharing our journey. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna take some work and some time. But I hope you guys stay tuned and you enjoy it as much as we do.